Welcome to the Fox's Den. What do we have here? Kalor 50-piece premium erasable colored pencils? Bright, creative for all, perfect, smooth, vibrant colors with built-in erasers. Y'all ready to make some mistakes? I know I am. Let's go!
So the first half of this video is a voiceover. How y'all doing? And I sped the video up for the voiceover. But I am testing these pencils by coloring this page in Kerby Rosanes' book. Of course, I can't remember it right now, but I'm coloring a page in Kerby Rosanes' book just to test these pencils out. Now, I had started coloring them in, I think it's World of Flowers, but that paper and the pencils, they didn't like each other. It was like the pencil was kind of shaving off the paper and it looked really dusty, and I was like, no, this isn't the paper for these particular pencils. Now, I will say this about the erasable pencils by Kalour. They're awesome. They lay down color wonderfully. Um, you can shade with them, as you'll see me doing in this particular video. Now, one thing that I had to do, or I wanted to do, was also incorporate the mechanical pencils that I had. So I use mostly the mechanical pencils and the erasable pencils to complete this page. I was really surprised that I even wanted to color this page, because some of these pages in this book are super scary. Um, yeah, and you'll see I'm using red. You're going to see more red in my coloring pages because I never use it. And I purposely was like, let me pick colors that I never use and go find a color palette and make it happen. So this page was born out of that. Me testing these pencils, me trying to find colors that I never use and group them together and complete a page. How do you pick your colors? I know for me, I'll just start off coloring crazy. Then I'm like, oh my God, what goes with this? And then I'll take whatever color it is I have, and then I'll go to Google and say, give me a color palette of blue. Give me a color palette that includes blue. Give me a color palette that includes red. And then all these different images will come up. And that's pretty much how I like to go about picking my colors, especially, if I'm not very creative that particular day. So, yeah. So, what I'm going for, this is so funny. It's like whenever I see people's pages, they just look absolutely amazing. They have like a lighter area in the middle, and then along the rim or the outside lines, it's darker. And that is what I was trying to achieve here. Hence the reason why all this erasing, laying down color, all this erasing, laying down color. That's why you see that so much. Yeah. I have to find the burnisher that goes along with this pencil as well. So yes, the pencils burnished well. Because they had good color. I was just really shocked by them. Now that's me using what is that? It looked like a polychromos. I needed that cream color for the middle of the hair. Okay, so the erasers erase everything. Okay, let me just say that. Even the other like pencils, like if I needed to erase some Prisma or Poly, they worked on those as well. They're really good pencils. I was just really shocked by them. I also bought some Crayola erasable, so I can't wait to see how they perform. These were really just smooth across the paper. I need to throw that eraser away. That thing does not erase anything. I was so mad. I'm like, trash, trash, throw it in the trash. Look at me using red. So my favorite red within the colored pencil, well, the erasable pencils, it was like a warm red. Some of the colors were just amazing. What was it? A steel gray, a blue gray. That was a great color too in this set. So how many pages have Kerby Rosanes pages have you colored? I remember, when I first heard about, I think I first heard about it from, it was either Bubble Studio or Color and View is how I heard about Kerby. I had no books at all. So I went to Walmart looking for some, and I ended up buying the book that has like a compilation of all his different like other pages in it. So I'm so glad I purchased that one because I got a little bit of, every book. But some of the pages, www.scary.com, and I don't color those. I do not. I don't color them. I don't. Let me say something. The way I was going back and forth with this hair, it's kind of like me getting ready in the morning. It's like, come on, just get it done. Get her done. Now her outfit, the way I colored her outfit, I was thinking about kind of like an outfit that I've seen Beyonce in. So that's where those colors came from, or that idea of how I colored it came from. Oh, and I did make her gray. She blue gray. Yes. I love coloring um like different skin tones, like odd colors. I really do. I find less fault in it when I do it that way. When I color a regular skin tone, I'm all like, oh my gosh, it's too light over here, it's too dark over there. I'm too judgmental of myself. But if somebody blue, hey, they blue. Just the fact that they blue, who gonna say something wrong? Okay, a blue person, look how they look. So that's why I made sure I color her like, I think she's blue gray. And this book a trip. It ain't nothing but the same picture on the other side. Reflections. Boy, bye. Give us a new page. I'm sorry, y'all. See, these Kerby pages can take a long time. But I enjoyed this one, so it don't matter. It does not matter. I had a good time coloring it. I will say this. The medium that you use or that I use can make coloring a page a chore or a joy. What about you? What's your favorite pencil and book to color in? I really don't have one. I don't know why I'm asking y'all. I don't have a combo yet, but I'm gonna think about that. Like I like to color in this book with this pencil, and it's so relaxing. All right, we are almost finished with the voiceover part of the video. You will see me coming in and
All right, so I am continuing in Kerby Rosanes Reflections. I'm going to start creating the background for this page. I'm going to use my Neo Color ones. Now, I just picked these, four colors out, and I'm going to start by coloring around her with this green. Now, if you notice, I said Neo Color ones. They're pretty much like it's a wax base crown. Um, yeah, it's water resistant. The reason why I am using them is because of all these little itty bitty jewelry pieces and whatnot. I was thinking that I would use my ink tints for the background, but I was like, no, because, if it gets on, the jewelry, I wasn't sure how that was going to work out. So I know everything around the jewelry is going to be water resistant. Now, what I want to do is I want to alternate between between the crowns. And again, these are Neo ones. The Neo twos are, you can add water to them. And I was thinking about using them, but I'm like, because whenever I add water to it, if it's around like small things like this, um, yeah, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not. I am not ready. So it's so funny because certain colors show things and some don't. So I'm gonna mix this lighter color with this darker color to give it a smoother look. Yeah, that looks smoother. Okay. So everything that's like to close up to her, I'm gonna put this green, and then when it the color extends out, I'll put the dark blue, and then I'll mix it with the light blue or the gray. Is that a light gray? Yeah, let's see what that does. I mixed it with the light blue last time, but we're gonna mix it with the gray this time. Yeah, I love how that looks right there behind her hair. I think that's popping out some. I do. It's so funny. I wanted her just to have like a total red look because red is a color that I rarely use. Why I don't know. But then I kept picking up pink, and that's the color I'm trying to get away from using so much. It's pink. It's pink. It's pink. Let me put my little because I don't know if my camera sometimes it jumps in and out of focus. So yeah. Where was I? Where was I? Okay, here I go. But yeah, when they have these little kibbles and bits pieces, I'm like, good grief. Come on now. Come on now. All right, so let me go down to the ponytail. It's a pony. It's a pony. All right, awesome sauce. Go ahead, ponytail. I see you. It's a pony. It's a pony. All right, so okay, let me come down a little bit more. Okay, so let me add the darker blue. Girl, don't, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm about to mix this blue and green. It probably make a nice color, but I'm not going for that. I can't go for that. No, no can do. I can go for it twice as a night. Who sing that? Who sings that? Where my song heads at? Where the people who know their music? I can go for something, something on ice. Okay, so are you one of those people who be loud and wrong singing? That's me. Yes. Hey, look, that's the way I heard it in my head. I ain't know. Okay, I feel like, see, that's what I mean. Normally, I just don't worry about it. The thing be all five different colors, and then when I'm trying to get to the final color, it doesn't look right. But I'm trying to be mindful. All right, so let me look. I don't know how it's gonna look when I mix it with this gray, so let me do it down low so it'll be hidden if it's jacked up. If it doesn't look right, it'll be hidden. It should look fine. Okay. Gray, crystal gray. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, this is a bright picture. We don't need gray. Am I blue? Nope. We don't need no gray. And I covered up a leaf, Lord help. See, this would get me. These little bitty pieces. I'm gonna have to. I have the pen version of that little drawing gum, that you can use to protect. I am going to use it the next time. All right. Well, I think you guys get the gist of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do that down here, of course, on this side, and I'm just trying to do it this way back because of all the little pieces, and I don't want to overwrite them. So let me come on this side with the green. Yeah, I think that color looks good based on her outfit and the colors of her outfit and the way her hair is cascading. It's cascading. Yes, mamacita, you are looking good. Yes, I like those colors. I wanted her to be bright, but the way I kept picking up pink, I'm like, if you don't stop it, I'm like, her hair looks pink. It's supposed to be red. And then I tried to give it a little orange undertone, um, a little bit of an orange undertone. Well, it could be an overtone. I don't know. I tried to add some orange in with it. All right. So when I come back, I will have, I still haven't given her a name. I need a name. This green will be all around her, and then this blue will be all through these little kibbles and bits of pieces. All right. I'm having a great time coloring this page. I'm using, remember those Kalor mechanical pencils? That's what did this. And also I am using Kalor with a U. They're erasable pencils. These things are absolutely amazing. They're absolutely amazing. So, all right. I'll be right back. Yeah. All right. Once I started laying down the color on the page, I didn't like the blue anymore. I didn't. And I was so upset that I had already laid it down so hard, okay? But what I did was, because this was laid down with a Neo Color 1 wax base. If I want to use water on here, I'm going to be fine. But I remembered that Neo Color 2, sometimes you can overlay the color. So I got a Neo Color 2 and I went over it with the green, and I went over it with the white, and it's a shade of green. Let's just say that. So now let's talk about the pencils that I'm using to color this awesome page with. They are erasable pencils by Kalor. And guys, they're really awesome. They really are. I did her hair with these Kalor pencils. What I like about them, first of all, they're in a triangle shape. Y'all know I'm known to, have things. The nerve of that thing to roll. It still rolled. Okay, is how I did it. I'm sorry, guys. I love the shape of them. I mean, it definitely does. It definitely does erase. I love how the color goes down. Let me show you. Where can I show you? Let me move these. The color going down. Okay, Tuscan yellow. They get a great point too. Wow, they get a great point. And the erasers definitely work. They do. So, let's make her, let's just add a little bit of yellow to her little cuff. And you can't see. I be popping legs. Talking about popping bottles. Did y'all see that leg? That could have been somebody's eye. Sorry, guys. You're not gonna probably be able to see that. But I mean, it goes down so easily. Oh, the color is just amazing. It really is. It really is. Let me see. Let me get a little bit of red. They have a warm red, and I really like that warm red. I do. So let me see if I were to make this right here. It's actually easy to color with light pressure with these because I mean the color just comes out of the pencil. I mean it really does. So I had to look up what's the difference between an erasable colored pencil and one that is not erasable. And it basically said it's the binding of the lead. One of them is, it has a binding to where the way that it is constructed is so that you can erase it, okay? And then of course, like our regular colored pencils, and we be erasing them too. I mean, come on now. If you ask me, all of them are erasable, but this is without a trace, I guess, without a trace, erasable. So, but I love they're lightweight. The triangle shape is everything. My favorite color in here is blue gray because that's just amazing. I'm like, oh, no, 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 wait a minute. I said it wrong. I'm sorry, pencil. I said your name wrong. Smoky blue, not to be confused with misty blue. Smoky blue. Yes, that's how I ended up doing the horse with blue because I wanted to use this color right here. Oh, it's just so nice. I love coloring with these. Now, normally I'll be beside myself talking about a Kerby page, but because I was coloring it with these erasable Kalor pencils, and I also incorporated the remember these? The mechanical pencils. The color that comes out of these as well. And you guys saw me color with these when I was doing the review of them. But yes, both of these pencils together, they're a double threat. I would say triple, but I don't have another thing to add to them. But the colors are very nice, as you can see with the reds and the blues from this set. And there's another tray over here as well. But I just wanted to talk about the pencils really quickly. And then let's discuss everything that's laid down. Now, everything that's laid down right now is, except for the Neo 1, is pencil. Because I really just wanted to see how these pencils performed. And they really do. But what I really wanted to show you again is you see these itty bitty items? I don't know if you remember. Hopefully you do. With these mechanical pencils, let me get a teal one. Because that area is so small. Okay, don't play with me there. Okay, why is it? Because that's the wrong side. Um, I can sharpen the lead. Nice point. And get into these little small areas. Now, I've been trying my best to cover it up. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. So these mechanical pencils, there's another one. Pop popping tags. That's it. I'm gonna pop some leads. Okay. I got $10 million in my pocket. I ain't gonna sell my short, sell short. Okay. But yes, because I ain't sure if I want to go with that color. But I love that because you can get it super sharp and then deal with all these, you know, itty bitty things, or you could just cover them up like I did right here. And there were some here, but I just covered them up, and they might get covered up here. But I just wanted to state that I love that about this these pencils because you can get them that minute that's just down to the lead sharp. So, all right, guys, be right back. All right, I'm sitting here thinking, what color should I do her jewels here? Um, I think I'm gonna go with yellow because we don't want. Yeah, we're gonna go with yellow. We are definitely going with yellow. because her hair is red, everything else is red. We're gonna go with yellow. We are going to start with the lightest yellow that this erasable set has. I'm trying to make sure that I don't hit any gel pen. I tried putting gel pen down on these objects. I'm telling you, I might have to rework this whole page in regards to those objects. They might turn into stars or something. Literally, daytime stars. Okay, so that's the lightest color here. So now let me go in between. And now canary yellow is normally the lightest yellow, but they got this desert yellow. But let me just kind of go. A yellow orange will look good because it wouldn't really add another color because we work in the red, reddish, orangish, blue, tealish. I did not want to make anything shiny right here. I think the only shiny thing I'm gonna have is that. I do believe. Let me go ahead. Some of her skin is missing. Let me put her sky blue. Yeah, I like how I didn't come all the way down with her face color. Almost like she got like a little mask on or something. Hmm. Look at that. I think I like it white. I'm only gonna do one of them. All right, so I'm gonna go in and make her with the erasable, not the erasable, Lord help, the mechanical pencil, and just make her little moles on her face just a little bit darker. Okay, why it always got to be one? Ugh. And I picked it up. It got a little, um, it has a little extra on it. Now, as far as the rest of the page, I am gonna go in. I'm gonna do some ink tints on that because it just looked like it's a bunch of bushes, and then you can just kind of come in with some detailing. All right, ma'am, you doing what needs to be done. Let me hook your ear up. Now this earring on her ear, it might get some bling on there. It might get some bling. Okay, since her little bow thing is like green, let me make her earrings green too. I want to make her bow and arrow like. Okay, because I think you just closed it. Ears. Yeah, I want to make her bow and arrow. Even though it's a limb, I want to make it really fierce. I do. I think I'm gonna make that I'm gonna put some gel pen on that. But okay, let me look at the mane on her tail. So this is Tuscan yellow. That's a light yellow. Let me go in with the desert yellow here. And that's not doing what I wanted to do. So a lot of times when I want to go in, like with, okay, so yellow needs to be darkened up or to add an accent to it. I'll use a totally different, let's use chocolate because I really don't want to use black all the time. But if I have to, I will. I need a sepia. That's Black's cousin on his mama's side. One thing I did notice on certain paper. I noticed it in Joanna Basford's book. Okay, this not working. That's not doing what I wanted to do. The erasable colored pencils, it like leaves. I don't know. I found myself blowing like it's not pencil shavings. I'm not really sure. I found myself blowing the page a lot. I like leaves behind like a little kind of residue. That look crazy. But you know what? I wanted to add some red to it anyhow. Anyhow, I surely did. It's almost like the paper's like, look at here, we can't take no more color. We're done. Now this would be nice to add some bling in here. All right, this is where I need to smooth that down or out. Maybe out. I don't like the way that looks. Handy dandy. I guess I should use the erasable pencil eraser. And it does work. But I'm not messing up. Where's the little sweeper? Here it is. The Swiffer. All right, let's get a do-over. Why do I press down so hard, guys? Have you completed this book? This page in Kerby's book? Yeah, I ain't even talking like I'm some, because I just got some of his books. Okay, I don't like the way that feels. What? I feel like it's just sliding over the paper. I'm thinking, did I burnish? Maybe I put down white. I must have put white down, y'all, because it's not coloring up top. It's not. Meaning that it's not allowing me to put down any more color. But the tail look good. It looks good enough. I don't like it. I told y'all, my friend. What about your friend, the eraser? It's so funny when when my page starts feeling like this slick, not gonna take any more color. That's when I'll pull out my Prismacolors, because I mean that color is so thick, it normally will lay down over something like this. But that's good. I'm happy with that. All right. Okay. So I said that I was gonna put some bling on her headpiece, and I said that I wanted to do something fantastic for her bow and arrow. All right. So go on, girl. Sometimes you gotta get your arrow out. It's so funny because the page on the other side, I'm gonna make her hair blue, like like the horse has like that blue, and then I'm gonna make the horse red. Yeah, I think that's gonna look good, especially the red horse. Man, that's gonna be popping off the page. Ding, 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 ding. That is too funny. Um, I remember, what does the horse say? That's why I said nay, 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 and then nay, 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 nay. Is that what they say? Okay, that must be what they say. At your school, that must be what they say. All right, girl. Ain't nobody mad. Ooh, I should make it two-tone, y'all. Yes, baby girl. See, this is what happens when you be in the lab testing out new products. You know, you got to bring in your other stuff too. That back end. Oh, this gel pen out here is shining. Shine bright like a diamond. You better do it. And the other one was cutting up. All right. You know, I'm so leery of, I don't want to smear. Ooh, don't smear. Don't do it, Fox. Don't do it. So once I lay this down, then we are going to go get our ink tints. Yes, get your ink on. I like it. Right. Then I'm gonna put some gold. Can I put gold? I think I might put some gold there. Gold or yellow. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Why I do that? Wrong side, baby. Wrong side. They look great. Period. All right, let's go get our paint. Let's go get our paint. All right. So we've added detail to our lady, but now we want to go through and do this little bottom part right here. Look like a bunch of fields to me. But I have my Durant paint pan here and I have water on it. I don't want no water to get on my page. But what I'm looking for is just like, considering this is so dark, I mean, so light. Oh my God. I need a contrasting color for that. So they have this ion green. All right, that would be perfect. Let me show you. So one thing that I love about um, ink tints is that you could just, you could create like a little wash with it, like a really light wash by just adding water to it. And then you can go back in with detailing. Since our background is so light, I think this, and I do believe it's like an ion green. I think that color will be perfect for us. I do. So let me get a little bit of it. We're going to put it on this palette. And we are going to paint the bottom. Now, when I want to add a little bit, because it's still that's too dark. Now, I already had some water in here, so I'm going to pick that up. All right. But even still in doing that, I still like to just kind of tap it on the paper just to make sure. Because I don't want it to be too dark. And like I always say, find an area at the bottom in case you mess up. Yeah, that color's great. I just kind of noticed the tree um over here too. I'm like, man, there's a tree. So I'm gonna go in and add more detail in to this, but I just wanted to give it all just like a basic color and then go in. I might go in with an acrylic marker because I want to start like using those things on my pages as well, making sure that I use all my new products and rotate them so that I can learn how to use them. Now, this is right here is one of the reasons why I wanted to get Neo Color ones because they're wax based. And, if I hit my horse or something like that, then I ain't got to worry about him turning no color. So that's why I wanted to use that. I think it'll help me to cut down on cleanup, like after like do some watercoloring. If I put down some Neo Color ones, and then also too, if I'd use that gum stuff and cover everything up, that would do the exact same thing. Crystal the Foxy Color. It's okay. How about it? It's sitting right over there behind you. What you ain't know? Ooh, I covered up the grass right there. Mm. But yeah, I'm like, is this flat? What is? I couldn't tell whether it was flat. What? Now that's one thing with ink tints. You must wait until it dries. You must wait. But I think I've said this before. I love that because man, you can multi-work on several pages. You really can. Like, okay, it's kind of like a hairdresser. You know how she be throwing people up underneath the dryer and your ears be about to burn? That's why I stopped going. Man, look at here. You're going to concentrate on me and get my hair done, then go to the next person. Meanwhile, the reality is she got 5 or 6 of us in there. And, we rotating between the hair dryer we don't need because our hair already done. Okay, I done went off on a tangent. Um, Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those of us who used to have to go to the hairdresser. But, they got to make their money, honey. So, but I don't go no more. Nope. Look, I got a color on Saturdays. I ain't got no time to be spinning up in no hairdresser. See, I hear this. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. I'll fix it later. Okay, so I think this was the part right here that I'll stop right here. This little area right here. I'm like, what is all this going on? Like, so I'm gonna wait for that to dry. But let me find like this tree. There's a tree right here. Let us get a color for the tree. Let's get a paper towel. Yes, I'm really enjoying these inks. I really like them. I'm really definitely trying to get, really do well with the pencils also. So I'm just gonna switch brushes. I think I am. There I go. All right, so let me test out. Yep, I'm about to put the wrong color down, y'all. Oh yeah, that'll be nice. Now this right here, it's okay if this is a little bit dark. Now I'm gonna tap this on. Um, I was like, what is that right there? I'm like, oh, it's a tree. It's a little piece of a tree. Because I was about to cover it up. I'm like, let that part show. Because all these little jewels and stuff, I'm like, oh, okay. Team overkill. You're doing too much. Some of the little jewels and fell out over here on the mushrooms. Poor little mushrooms. Yeah, by doing this right here and hitting some of these mushrooms and things, um, I can use my acrylic paint pens to bring the color back with them. All right, well, I will definitely say the mechanical pencils and the erasable pencils work very well together, very well together. I have another page just to show you that I colored with them as. All right, waiting for that to dry, waiting for this to dry. When it does dry, it's going to go in with some detailing. I'm looking at this over here. Let me see. That looks like something. It looks green, like it should be green. This right here. Of course, we're going to go for a dark green because we got all that light green at the top. Oh yeah, that'll be nice. I like to keep a sheet of watercolor paper near me so that, I can touch it on my watercolor paper as well. Yep. Now this thing dropped and turned upside down on this page. Oh my gosh. Let me just set it down. You're doing the most, Fox. You're doing the most. Too much water, too much water. All right. I'm only going to do this to these leaves right here. Everything else I'll probably just hit with pencil or acrylic pen. So I think she came out really nice. Of course, she a whip now. She a baby face. Ooh, okay. She's a whip. The Kalor, I'm just gonna call them Kalor mechanical pencils, amazing. And the Kalor, Kal, and then hour. Their erasable colored pencils are nice too. They really are. I'm gonna make it a point, like to do like coloring chats and use a diff. If I'm using pencils, it has to be a different set every time, so I can really start to master using different sets of pencils, especially on different paper, because some pencils just work better, based on the paper that you have. All right, we are gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna show you the other picture. Hold on, please. All right, so this is the other page. That I use the new pencils on. So this is the other page. It's actually in the same book. So I'm trying to hold this up so it's supposed to be drying and it doesn't get messed up. But I wanted just to show you just how awesome the skin tone came out. I was using the erasable pencils and then the mechanical, and they work so well together. They really do. Now, if you're wondering what this is, it's a veil. The face was scary, so I covered it up. Chicken Little Party of One. Here I am, sir. Here I am. Yeah, I covered it up. All right. All right. Well, these are two whips that I have testing new products that came to the den. Do you have this Kirby book? Let me see what book is it. Reflections. Yeah, if you do, let me know in the comments. Have you colored any of these pages? What do you think about the erasable pencils? I think they're a keeper. I really do. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this demo review, is what I'll call it. Like I always say, I'm going to get something else new in this bin, and then I'm going to show you again. Keep it foxy. Peace.